Hello, everyone. This is Sights for Eyes here, and welcome to another episode of An Introvert Speaks. And this topic today is pacing yourself. So we're going to get into some pretty helpful territory, some life things, and yada yada. But before we begin, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Sights for Eyes and to spread around my YouTube channel, Sights for Eyes also. Spelled SIGHTS number 4 EYES. And so yeah, Instagram and YouTube to follow, like, subscribe, things like that. So and also check out my podcast on Apple iTunes, Podbean, and Spotify. So if you notice, I haven't mentioned anything about Twitter or Facebook. And so I'll get into that. And so, starting with the podcast. If you notice, it's been about a few weeks. Well, probably longer than a few weeks. It's been about since January, early January, since I uploaded a video, podcast, gameplay videos, anything like that. So, today's topic is about taking your time, pacing yourself. So before I get into that topic, giving a heads up, a disclaimer that I'm not a qualified psychologist, nor am I a counselor or anything in that field. I'm just speaking my mind, experience, and some opinions, if I am to say any. Can't predict the future, but just a disclaimer. So take it as you may, and let's start this up. Okay, and also like to say I am no way complaining or doing anything negative. So again, like I always say, good vibes all around. So yeah, so on YouTube, and it's up until recently Instagram, I've been inactive on social media platforms. So I think the reason for my well, not I think, the reason I know for sure for my inactivity is burnout. Burnout. I was doing so much. So, you know, I have a lot of ideas. Like, I have a lot of ideas I want to do for my YouTube channel. Like, not just focus on gaming, but I also want to, like, talk about culture. I want to do music, book readings, book reviews, things like that. And part of it, yeah, I still want to do those things, but burnout happened. So I was doing so much. So on top of my career, so I was doing my career, which is like in Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, from morning until evening, with a few resting times in between during the day. And then I would just at nighttime do some recordings and do some recordings, do some gameplay, things like that. Edit videos. By that time, I'm a bit tired, but still, the show must go on. And I recently started like a new segment called This Week in Anime, where I would just talk about the anime episodes I watched during the week. And so with that segment, the week in anime, gameplay footage, editing, career, and life things, like to enjoy myself. I hardly have any time. It was just a build up of everything. So I was burnt out. So yeah. So improvement. Well, I am kind of going off script right now, but but just continue on. So like, yeah. So like, for the most part, burnout happened, and so it just caused me to take a step back to focus on recuperating myself, like my mental energy, because like I'm an introvert. Most of my energy is mentally. While I'm in my career, I also have to use my mind a lot to explain some things, doing a lot of talking, like, just really not to give away my career, but I love my career, but it has like not a downside or anything, but I use a lot of energy in my career and yeah. So I have to do like a lot of research, a lot of preparations, a lot of speaking, and so that can really burn out an introvert, especially if he's doing it, especially if they're doing it like Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday. And so I would like to say like I'm all over the place. So anyway, so I never considered doing YouTube as a full time thing. In a way, it's just more like if it happens, it happens. If not, I'm okay with it. It's just something I like to do for fun, like a hobby or something. So yeah, I'm really more focused on my career development more than anything. So like, yeah, like I'm really passionate about what I do outside of YouTube, and with that passion, I just want to have some peace and quiet and some time to myself. And so yeah, and one way I one thing I do to relax myself is of course play video games. I felt that like with me recording gameplay and video game footage, um, it just kind of takes away a little bit of like the peace, much needed peace and relaxation I need to myself after a long day. So I will say, so just putting out there a little kind of, I don't know. So yeah, so that's why like you may notice like on Scott Pilgrim, the last video I did was like a Scott Pilgrim gameplay video, and there was no commentary or anything behind it. I was burnt out at that point, and I think after that video, I was more like, I am burnt out. So yeah, and so yeah, so typically I would just like just after a long day, I would just retreat, relax, relax myself, grab like a nice water or tea or something like that, and just play this game to myself in like quiet and solitude until I get tired or something like that. So yeah, um, I am very off script right now. So, mm, so like yeah, so I was doing a lot. Sounds like a lot, right? So it's definitely nothing I can handle. Like again, like YouTube, career, editing videos, gameplay, podcasts, yada yada. But sometimes you just got to take a step back and like re-examining like everything. So like, of course, like I'm doing so much, but then it's taking away the energy. I had to take a step back and like just re-examine it. Like I was not pacing myself. So I was just doing too much. So like yeah, so I okay. So the side hobby, like okay, gaming is a side hobby. It got to the point where gaming was beginning to feel more like work, not a way to relax after already working for like all day from like till morning until nighttime. But more than anything, it felt as if like just making videos was just taking away my peace. Like when would I actually have time for myself? When would I be able to enjoy anything to myself, like exclusively to myself? And I think like as people, we all need that exclusivity to have something to ourselves. Like video games. I'm not gonna upload or record every video game I play because like I like to have like some exclusivity. Like for example, I'm a Pokemon. I still play Pokemon games, but it's just a way for me to relax. I really like the exclusiveness of Pokemon. Like I have my own team. I'm proud of my team, things like that. But catching Pokemon, battling, enjoying the story, it's just a way for me to like relax. Like Pokemon nowadays, people take it like too competitive. Like there's like IVs and special training, max out stats and like secret abilities and heading thing. I just play Pokemon just to relax. I don't want to be a competitive trainer or anything. I just want to play the story, catch Pokemon, and do all the extra game stuff. That is all I want to do at Pokemon. So I'm a Pokemon fan to this day. I've been Pokemon fan since Pokemon Red back in 97, 98. So shout out to Pokemon. But I just need some kind of case in point. I need some kind of like exclusivity. I can't say it. I can't speak. I just need some things to myself. So like if something or someone is taking away your happiness, it's best to step away for a while, recollect your thoughts, place yourself in a rational disposition, and examine the picture. So consider the following questions: what's going on? What are the emotions involved? Why do you feel that way? How did everything turn out to be this way? What is or was being sacrificed? And is it worth it? So, from my perspective, in regards to like my hiatus, what's going on? I was doing too much to the point of like burnout. When like okay, and what are emotions involved? Emotions involved is more like I like have like a moment where it's like I did not want to do this anymore. Like it was just so much. Like I just want to like, and this still stands. Like I just want to have a normal life. Just work, enjoy my life. Kind of like the whole exclusive person. Like as you already know or notice, like I hardly talk about myself. Like what goes on in my personal life or anything. I think this is like a small glimpse into it. Not that like my life is chaotic or anything. Like I enjoy my life, but rather not like I don't really feel comfortable putting like everything that goes on in my life, what I do, my likes or interests, things like that. I don't feel comfortable putting it out there. So I just want to keep it to myself and to friends, close friends and family. So yeah. And where was I going with this? What's going? Yeah. So like, okay. So those were my emotions involved. Like gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, like that episode. Like I just had like a moment like I don't want to do this anymore. And like I've like a few weeks ago recovered from that sense, but now it's just like more like somewhat of PTSD. I wouldn't say that exactly, but more like I gotta go back. Like I have to record a video. Like I don't want to stay gone. Like I don't want to abandon my channel, but at the same time, I have to do something. But like I still have ideas I want to do. I still have games I want to play and like do audio recording of. And so it's just a matter of like, but do I want to keep it to myself or do I want to record it? And that's kind of like the position of where I am right now. Like, do I want to continue recording and things like that? Like, of course, like this channel is not going away at all until a certain point into my life. Like, it's up until like a certain point in my life. I won't say what or when. I'll say it when that time happens. But until then, I'll still get this channel will still be around. So yeah, so kind of getting ahead of myself. But why did I feel the way about like the stress? I think it's kind of self-explanatory that yeah, I was just doing too much, burnout, almost nothing to myself. Again, like my job from like morning until evening, editing, recording. Also should mention that like yeah, I do take classes, online classes, and I do also do participate like in volunteer services online, like helping people online. And what exactly, I won't say it what exactly, but I'll say okay. So language teaching, I do volunteer with that online. So yeah, there's that. Um, how did everything turn out to be this way? I was not pacing myself at all. Like sometimes I have moments like I want to be a big YouTuber. I want to be popular. I want to get my name out there. And then I have moments of like realized like, you know what, I don't want to be popular. I don't want to get my name out there. So just dial it back a little. So like I was balancing in between like wanting to be known and just having like a quiet life of not being known, if that makes any sense. Um, so yeah, as you may notice, I didn't mention my Facebook page. I do have, and I didn't mention my Twitter, and that's because of one. I am not active on Twitter as much as I should be. It's just I'm sorry. Twitter is popular and all, but Twitter is just weird for me. I just don't. I've never feel. How to explain this? There's something about Twitter I don't like. It's kind of like a bad feeling, and you know, I just want to stay away from like interactions on Twitter or something like that, and just I try my best to like maintain like a presence, but yeah, just Twitter. I don't know. Me and Twitter just don't vibe, and I don't think it will be that way. Um, Facebook. I usually just post like anime frames on Facebook, and well, to my Facebook group at least. Introvert speaks. Um, so yeah. Um, my anime watching has been cut back a little because of how busy I am. So yeah. So and I guess because of how somewhat disappointing this anime season is. Like, anyway. So going forward, so like what was being sacrificed, my personal time was being sacrificed. I really value like my time, like time for relaxing, exclusivity and things like that. And is it worth it to be this stressed to do like all of this? Um, I don't know. Part of me is like, if I really want to grow and be popular, then yes, it's worth it, but at a cost. I gotta put in the work. But I like again, I just want to have a quiet life, like pretty much, yeah, and just go at my own pace. So, like, in life, it's best to take your time, go at your own pace. Don't be in a rush to do something, especially if it seems like everyone is doing it. So, that, yeah, so, like, I would just, like, follow, like, the latest games, like, Cyberpunk 2077. It's not like I don't like Cyberpunk. I think it's funny and comedic because of all the glitches and things, but it really felt like I'm just doing it to like gain followers and things like that. Like I wasn't like personally invested in it. Like there is other things I'd rather be like focusing on. Like again, my career. I really deeply involved in my career more than gaming and anime. It's life. That's it. That's what it is. It's life. So I want more out of life instead of just like gaming and video games and anime. I want more out of life, but I still enjoy those things. Just I just don't have well, I just don't make enough time for it. But that's besides the point. So plan activities accordingly. Most importantly, leave time for yourself to recharge. That is important. Like again, working Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, and then depending on which Saturday of the month, sometimes I sleep all day, like really just sleep all day up until like evening time, and then be active for like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and go back to sleep, and then sleep all day Sunday, and only awake for like maybe 5 hours. That is not a way I want to like spend my time relaxing to recharge myself. I just need like some personal time to recharge and things like that. So like yeah, as an introvert, I definitely need time for myself. I need time for myself, time to recharge my mental energy, and moments to put myself at ease to do things that I enjoy and brings me and to do what brings me peace. And in this case, gaming and watching anime after a long day of work brings me peace and helps me recharge for for the next day. So like after a long day of work and sometime and about 3 times a week, I do take like online classes and volunteer and things like that. Um, yeah, so after a long day of that, just a few hours of gaming and watching anime helps me like recharge and like relax myself and get myself ready for the next day. So going at your own pace and not to be in a rush to do something is important for a healthy life. Doing videos every other day and trying to keep up with the latest in gaming to me is it made me feel like as if I was in a rat race and like gotta do it, gotta just keep going like around in a circle, and I just didn't feel free at all. So in my opinion, like running in a marathon is good every now and then, but it doesn't quite mesh well with my mindset like of how I view life as a journey. So striving to be among the tops, the greats, is good and all, but an adventure is more enjoyable and fulfilling. It's just my opinion. My opinion isn't law or the end all be all or something like that. So yeah, so now I'm maintaining a schedule. Yeah, so I'm maintaining a schedule, and I am, you know, making a schedule is not something I really usually do. Like, if it's like a work schedule, then I follow it to a T. But just making like an upload schedule, things I should do, things like that. Uh, Not something I want to do because I tried doing an uploading schedule and that did not work out too well. Yeah, it just kind of takes away like the fun and enjoyment out of it. So I from here on out I'm going at my own pace. Like probably a little bit contradictory to what I just said, but I will at least try to upload at least 1 or 2 videos a week going out now. No guarantees, but I'm trying my best. Okay, I'm just trying my best. That's all we can do. So yeah, you probably wonder what's going to happen to my YouTube channel, my podcast videos going forward. Like, I'm not gonna stop making videos. Like, don't worry, I'm not gonna stop making videos. Like again, I'm just gonna make content at my own pace and to my enjoyment. So like if I enjoy it, then I'm sure you all will enjoy it. Like there are some videos that like the Mario Kart video for the SNES that I just sat down and just did like one day, and like I enjoy it, and maybe it didn't get as much views as it's getting or whatever, but I enjoy making that video. And like sometimes like I make these random videos like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Busset Challenge. Like I enjoy making videos like that. So like if it's from like my own mind, my own inspiration, I'm more likely to like do it and just record and something like that. So yeah. Um so yeah, I'm making content at my own pace and to my enjoyment. Like I appreciate the likes and views, but I think my health, life and energy are more of a priority, and to continue to do what I do outside of YouTube and social media. Like even if I get more views and recognition online, I would still choose like my life outside of YouTube and the interwebs. So like being out in the world and doing numerous hobbies to relax myself, to do activities with other people, and just being away from like social media and the internet. I really enjoy doing that. And yeah, just like to just game to myself, like play video games to myself and watching new anime, old anime, or just rewatching. I really enjoy that. Like that's my piece, and a piece is a valuable thing, and I would not give it up for all the money and recognition for the in the world. So with that said, so yeah, so like plans for the channel going forward. That's the plans for the channel going forward. What I'm doing recently, um, yeah, still maintaining, like still involved in my career. It's like an everyday thing, 5 to 6 days a week kind of thing. Uh, Anime wise, I'm watching the Seven Deadly Sins season 3, and I don't know what y'all talking about or haven't seen. Season 3 is not bad, like at all. Yeah, the blood censorship is troublesome and kind of annoying, but I'm about 7 episodes in of season 3, and it's honestly not bad. Like it's not bad at all. Like I enjoy it. Yeah, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Attack on Titan. I've been watching that weekly. Oh, the hype is real. So as of this recording, the next episode is like this coming Sunday. When is Sunday's episode? What is Sunday's date? Sorry you had to hear that. Okay, so Sunday's the next Attack on Titan episode is the 21st, February 21st. So if I think is what's going to happen in that episode, you're going to be in for a big surprise. And I think from here on out, Attack on Titan, it's going to like get back on like the high momentum again. So be sure to keep looking on to that. I'm getting back into reading more starting this year, and let's see how long this keeps up. So I started reading My Hero Academia Vigilantes. It's interesting. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot, and it's fun. Slow to start, but it's quite fun to read. And like the art style is still, even though it's based on the characters and the original idea of like the original manga, Vigilantes is a spin-off, and the art is still mostly similar. Yeah, so been reading and getting back into the Gray Man manga since they nerfed the Gray Man Hollow. Yeah, they kind of nerfed that, and when I found out like they left out some certain things, key points, and the ending didn't really match the manga. And yeah, keep in mind the Gray Man Hollow came out like 2016. So yeah, and the Gray Man manga is like 4 chapters a year. So yeah, I'm getting back into the Gray Man. Starting to. As with video games, so playing Super Mario 3D World, taking my time with that, but I gotta speed things up. Persona 5 Strikers is coming out in like in a few days, 2 more days actually, and I am excited about that. I am a big Persona fan. Whether or not I'm going to record it, I don't know. So yeah, there's that. That's about it really that I have to talk about. Yeah, so this is Sights for Eyes, and thank you for listening to my TED Talk. But no, seriously, thank you for tuning into my latest podcast. Probably not as long as it usually is, but I guess like I thought like I should just make a podcast to let everyone know what's been going on, things like that. Why there haven't been a video out lately, things like that. But feel free to not feel free. Like the podcast, rate it, share it, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and again, check it out. Check out my podcast on Spotify, Apple iTunes Store, and Podbean. Link's gonna be in the description. And more content coming to my YouTube channel at my own pace. And my photography, yeah, I'm back to uploading photography on my Instagram at Sight for Eyes. That's SIGHTS, the number 4 EYES. And so this concludes my podcast. I don't know which episode number it is, so I think episode 5, but yeah, the number ordering's kind of off. I'll fix that soon, but this is episode 5 of An Introvert Speaks. Until then, catch you all next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, wash your hands, and good vibes all around.